Like, what the fuck do y'all be talking about? I do self-work. When I don't feel right, bitch, I meditate. When I need to get shit out, I journal. When I need to feel spoiled, I go pamper myself. Take notes, bitch.
You know, everywhere I go, I see the same old. But I don't see no chick like me. Maybe, cause I'm the one and the only. Yeah, it ain't no bitch like me. It ain't no bitch like me.
Why the fuck are there some beta ass bitches in my Instagram comments? Like, why are y'all in my comments? Like, I don't argue with betas, bitch. Y'all scare me. Like, you literally scare the shit out of me. Betas scare me, bro, because they be trying to hurt me. These bitches mad. They want to hurt me. The fuck? So I make this post. So what did we learn from Carisha? We learned that a lot of the city girl aesthetic also upholds the patriarchy and promotes toxic masculinity. I've been saying this shit for months. And y'all try to eat me up. Anytime women try to keep it a stack, y'all get on here with the pick me shit. But who's the real pick me? Let's be for real. Let's break it down. If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. The city girl aesthetic tells you that it's okay to date a man, a dangerous man, a monstrous man, as long as he has money. You know who else says that a man can get away with damn near anything as long as he has money? The fucking patriarchy. Right? And this was another point I made, that a lot of times women who partake in these type of aesthetics, we do not win in the end.
Feel like only the man benefits from this lifestyle because he will be able to partake in it. He will be able to disrespect you, mistreat you. He's not held accountable for his actions. And in the end, he will still be deemed an eligible bachelor while you will be left with the scarlet S. We know that's not fair because it takes two to tango, but in a patriarchal society, it is reality.
Okay, we barely make it out a lot of times. We barely make it out alive. Carisha, this is an example of not making it out. You're losing your reputation. You're losing your career, even though you probably were a victim at some point. I'm sure Carisha was a victim, just like everybody else who comes into contact with this man. But you know why it's hard to see it that way? Because you didn't see his other victims and take that as a red flag. When Cassie was filed a lawsuit, when he settled a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, you got up there with your sign. Go, Poppy, right? You see that that's really the pick-me. When another woman, when you hoes like that, oh, well, he was in my DMs and he was in it. You're not a girl's girl. You're on Twitter calling this woman a freak, arguing with his other women. You're competing with other women to entertain men. Nothing about that is girl's girl, right? Y'all like weaponize those words to get away with your bullshit. Peep how nobody in hip-hop really even stood up for Cassie, spoke out about her, supported her. None of them did. Baby, the veil is thin. Not the support women, not the female rap unity. And nobody stood up for Cassie. You know why? Because again, a lot of that shit, a lot of the city girl aesthetic also promotes toxic masculinity. You will compete with other women for these men. You will throw other women under the bus for these men. You will look aside and victim blame them for these men, right? You won't speak up for them to protect these men. Be fucking for real. The veil is thin. And what y'all can learn from Carisha is that a lot of that putting your feminine instincts, your emotions aside to entertain a man is not motherfucking worth it. Very much valid, okay? If you haven't watched the other posts I made about how the city girl aesthetic also promotes toxic masculinity, go tap in. But I made the post, right? So then, of course, it plays out because Aquarius type shit. So Carisha's recently been named in P. Diddy's new lawsuit, right? And we all seen her argue. I mean, all you hoes do this. Y'all argue with other women over these monsters men. Okay, that's what the fuck Y'all do. And people are getting it confused, right? I support women doing what they want with their body. I support sex work because it's work. But there's a boundary, right? The girls in the club, the girls on the corner, the 304s, they're at work. There is a clear boundary. They're not glorifying what you do. They don't even know what you do. And the girls in the strip club is like, oh, what do you do for a living? Are you a scam? No, bitch, I just need my money. The city girl aesthetic is glamorizing dangerous men, drug dealers, scammers, murderers, P. Diddy's, for the sake of money. That is upholding the patriarchy, the same patriarchy y'all claim you're fighting against. And that's why it's sexual liberation. The women's sexual liberation, I don't give a fuck. It's giving COINTELPRO. It's giving, manipulation. Because when I think of sexual liberation, I think of women coming together, not competing. Why the second y'all start talking about women's sexual liberation movement, the music got a lot more catty. Fuck these hoes. My nigga love me. Fuck these bitches. Niggas love me. Niggas love me. Niggas love me. Niggas. Nothing about my sexuality has anything to do with a fucking man. For one. Okay, the second y'all start saying, oh, men do it, the second y'all start comparing us to men is when y'all motherfucking blew me. And look, anytime you do anything out of spite, it's not genuine. Right? If I get cheated on and I go fuck his friend out of spite, all that does is hurt me. It's not hurting him. Y'all quick to let a motherfucker who just broke your heart now dictate what you do with your body, but whatever. It's a maturity, we all go through it, but it's like women who compete with other women, fight with other women to be with a man. You're the pick-me, not the girls saying this shit, right? I mean, I broke it down in the original video where I broke down Corinne Steffens. The real girls is telling y'all the truth. Corinne Steffens broke this down in her book diary video Vixen years ago, just about how her trauma led her to the male gaze. Her trauma with her mother led her to the male gaze. And in the end, her writing that tell-all book was her only way of getting her power back, because she wasn't the only one partaking in these things, right? Yes, she was superhead, but what about the men who were exploiting her, abusing her? Again, in a patriarchal society, no one cares if a man has multiple women. No one cares if a man is using a woman, disrespecting her. Other women will still want him. But if a woman partakes in these aesthetics, if she's more free with her body, if she's superhead, she gets crucified, right? And a lot of times a lot of Corinne being crucified by other women was warranted. She overstepped a lot of women, right? She did. She lowered the bar a lot for other women, and the other women didn't like that. But it didn't make it right that they were bashing her, because now we know that it all was rooted from trauma. Corinne didn't go out censuring these men because she wanted to. It was her only way of feeling safe in the world. And then, of course, once we got older and we healed, women realized that a lot of women came out, apologized to her for how they treated her, right? But again, she breaks this down. She didn't become superhead for no reason. And so it's just like watching these men in my comments. Just say y'all hate women. Just say that. Because y'all claim y'all want to hold women accountable. That's exactly what I'm doing in that video. And you're still fucking mad, bitch. When I tell you I hate betas, I fucking mean that shit. I hate betas. I don't date betas. I don't date betas. I don't like betas. Don't listen to this music. Let me turn it. Hold on. I wasn't even really watching it. I just put it on to have something in the background. But yeah, it's like, what the fuck do y'all be talking about? This is crack. But I need it. Yeah, it's men like, oh, how do men win in the end? Diddy's going to jail. Rightfully so, bitch. Like, do you see what I'm saying? How P. Diddy has abused women for years, and there are still men coming to his aid in defending him. Meanwhile, Carisha is getting bashed. I mean, I don't feel like I'm bashing her, but I gotta say what's real. Because again, going against other women to entertain men, you lose. You lose, because men will always center men. Men will always do everything they do for another man, for their peers. So you think you're doing something, pillow talking with this man, but all he's gonna do is leave you for the next thing smoking. And that's what I mean when I say we don't win when we partake in these things. Because look, even though Carisha is a victim to a degree, she has not did as near as much heinous shit as P. Diddy. But because she chose to look past his other victims and center this man, women don't have no loyalty to her. You scare me, bitch. You would have sold me to P. Diddy. You wouldn't have gave me no loyalty. You said it on Twitter. If Diddy wanted you on your knees, how you would have been on your knees. So why, as a woman, would I ever want to like align myself with that? Right? Meanwhile, Diddy has men still coming out the woodwork supporting him. Even though his house literally got raided by the motherfucking feds. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't win. If you want to be a woman and use your body to get what you want, because as a woman, it is your birthright. That's another reason why men be so mad. Because they don't possess natural sexual energy. Sex is an energy. Money's an energy. So it's easy for us to tap into that with just being and some men resent that. Some men are intrigued by it, right? You got the Futures and the P. Diddy's who will cash out on you, but at what cost? You want to, be that girl. Don't lie to yourself about it. Because a lot of the girls be lying to themselves as well. If you entertain men for money, if you only date for money, you're a prostitute. But see, y'all bet you think you're better than a girl on the block, and you're not. She's better than you because she keeping it a stack. And she has clear boundaries. She's not lying to kick it. Yeah, I need money. Where's that? When you have those boundaries, there's more safety. But even then, you're still at risk. And the girls will tell you that. These girls, these Carishas, they're glamorizing this shit. And look what she's paying. Look how she's paying for the shit. With her reputation. Just like Corinne. Just like Brittany Renner. Just like, hello? Is it fair? It's not. But it's the fucking truth. Anyways, I got my coffee. I like to put a little chocolate in it. A little bit of, Czar chocolate. I have a caffeine addiction, but I'm working on it. I'm working on my addictions with caffeine. Not yet. Not yet. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it in this world. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be more transparent with my social media. I just don't like people all up in my crib and shit. Because I'm such a, my line of work is just I'm still trying to figure out my lane. Because I am a super spiritual person. But I'm also a very, I'm a very, outspoken person. And a lot of what I'm meant to do is to, project outward to the world. I'm meant to, okay, so how can I break this down? I'm a Cancer rising. The moon, projects light. So a lot of my ideas, my thoughts, my energy is meant to be projected out to the world to heal it. Cancers, especially if you're a Cancer rising, you're supposed to be the healer. We don't want to be the healer, bitch. I really don't want to be a healer. I'm going to be honest. I tell y'all this all the fucking time. People act like this stuff is a choice. It's not. And I realized that's why I was facing so much resistance with my content and just moving forward. Doing this, I only got to this phase because I've accepted who I'm meant to be and not who I necessarily want to be. I want to make my own shit. I don't know how it's gonna look. The Real Baddie tour, I see us doing seminars, because a lot of my following are also aspiring entrepreneurs, artists. The day of fandom or just fans and celebrities are gone. I want to be more a community leader or a community creative. I don't know. Y'all know we making shit up right now in the age of Aquarius. See how fans, it's more about just supporting the artists, where I want my community to support each other, exchange, network. Okay, a lot of my people are in the music industry. It's just time for us to build something better than what the fuck we're getting. Like, this shit is weak as fuck. It's weak. It's weak. Like, the fact that, like, we're even arguing about motherfucking P. Diddy and Carisha when motherfucking inflation is happening. Okay, like, nothing feels right. Nothing feels right. Like, I even hate that. Again, I'm accepting that I have to be a healer and I have to speak on some of these worldly things because this is what's at the, you know, the forefront. And I have to show people, like, who I am. The Aquarius in me don't want to talk about none of this shit. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, I could give two fucks, but I can't be selfish. Like, I can't let my ego stop me from connecting with others. And a way to connect with others is sharing your ideas, is sharing your opinions on the shit. So if you're somebody trying to get into content, it has to get to a place where you're not afraid to be opinionated. And that's just where I'm at with the shit. Cause it's also too, like, y'all need to hear this shit. Y'all need to hear this shit. Y'all need to hear this shit. So yeah. So now I'm about to make this video for these beta bitches. And yeah. Again, if you are a city girl, if you use Carisha as a great time to do some shadow work and see if you have some deep-rooted misogyny. Because a lot of you hoes do. A lot of you hoes do. I'm not saying you're perfect. We're perfect. I'm not perfect. I've definitely beefed with a hoe. Well, no, in high school. But, like, high school, as a grown woman, I've just never, like, pandered to men like that. Like, it's just never been that serious to me. It's never been that fucking serious. Like, I've been in situations where I liked the guy and then I found out he had a girlfriend, right? And I felt shame about that, even though he's the dog. I've been in situations like that, but I've never, like, competed for a man's attention since high school. I've never done that. I've been a dummy. All of my strife has directly hurt me. But my sexuality, my feminism, my passion, my gifts, it does not directly affect other women. If your sexual liberation hurts other women in the process, I hate to break it to you, but you might have some deep-rooted misogyny. You do. Why does your sexual liberation come at the cost of other women? Rather that's you sneaky linking with bitches' boyfriends, with their husbands, you backstabbing other women, you pedestaling. Y'all see the Cabo trip? My man, right? You got enough respect for this man who's probably cheating on you, which is why you can't even claim him. But for the girl on the trip, oh, she all type of broke bitches and shit. It's conditioning, y'all. And please break it, because again, you centering men does not benefit you in the end. Turning on other women does not benefit you in the end, because women need each other. We need each other. I don't give a fuck what these hoes are telling you on the radio. All this, my nigga this, my nigga that. You need women. You need friends. You need sisterhood. You need community. Because it's only women who could give you the game about these niggas. A man ain't never gonna tell you the truth like that, right? So that's where I'm at. The real baddies, the mean girls to the mean girls. Somebody says to me, "Oh, you give mean girl vibes." I'm sure I do. I do. I'm the mean girl to the mean girls. I'll smack the shit out of one of you hoes. I don't give a damn about the aesthetics. I don't give a damn about. Girl, I'm from the Midwest. I was raised in the snow, ho. I'm not from one of these big cities where y'all been outside since you was 6, where it's always sunny. I'm not from Houston, Atlanta, or Vegas. I'm not from none of that shit. I'm from where it snow half the year. I will get with you. So yeah. Tread the fuck lightly.
But let me go ahead and rap though, just in case y'all didn't know. Mama said that the world was cold. Shit, I was raised in the snow. Ho, I'm from the 330. Niggas that run up in your mouth, run up in your house. Bitch, and I only speak that real, so fuck who they be talking about. Yo, nigga a scout, cause anytime I'm in a club, you know that he checking me